This is your main man RJ from the Ringside Rant, heard only on the Visionaries Wrestling Network. So go over and subscribe across all your major platforms, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and Stitcher to hear every great interview I have every Monday on the Visionaries Wrestling Network. Go over and follow the show's page on Twitter @_Ringside Rant. Follow the network's page @BizWrestleNet. And, as always, embrace the vision.
Hello, friends. This is Spencer Love, your host of Over the Top Rope on the Win Column Sports Network. Don't forget you can head to wincolumnsports.ca for all of your previews, reviews, and breaking news from the world of wrestling, be it your major promotions or from the great province of Alberta, Canada.
If you like podcasts and you are listening on Backbreaker Media, then you should listen to me, Chris Parrish,
and myself, Manoia,
and the Sounds of Struggle, because we are literally the most entertaining duo you'll ever come across in Western Canadian wrestling, baby.
We talk about things like wrestling
and other sports we like.
Wrestling,
but we won't talk about other sports that we don't like, because it's not that kind of podcast.
Like wrestling.
I mean, we like hockey.
And wrestling.
And we like football.
And wrestling.
And we also like to drink beer.
While wrestling.
Well, not while wrestling, but while watching wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to get into a conversation with Maniac and Chris Parrish, then you need to tune into the Sounds of Struggle live on Backbreaker Media.
Every Thursday.
It's when we hope to drop, but sometimes Mike Malawany doesn't do his job right.
Or we're too drunk to forget.
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah.
He can bleep out the swear word, because we weren't supposed to do that.
Oh,
but
I'll try not to swear. I can't do it.
Yeah. Let's face it, the two of us, we're real.
And spectacular.
And we're a little bit of all right.
Yeah.
Well, so strugglicious.
That we are.
That was kind of the key. It's supposed to be strugglicious.
Oh, sorry, I'm drunk.
Yeah. So, if you don't want to listen to us, then no. You're stupid, because we're entertaining. And if you want to listen to us, then, come listen to us on Backbreaker Media.
Yeah. What he said.
Later, bitches.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Quick Calls. I am Andre C., and I am here at the Northgate Lions Senior Rec Center for the August edition of PWA Retribution. This was a marathon of a night, and as you can hear, my co-host for today is the Wrestling Mind, Brian Hamilton.
Hey guys.
So, as Brian said, it was too long, and
especially the second match.
The second match went, for all intents and purposes, one match went an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was a gauntlet match, and to me, they had 15 guys, and in my opinion, it should have been either down to 5 or 10, because it was way too long.
Yeah, so we'll get into the show. First match of the night, it was a Commonwealth Championship match. Sean Moore defending his title against the new, as Brian called them, illegal immigrant.
Yes.
From Mexico City, Mexico, El Asesino. Yeah. Or Asesino, sorry.
Yeah, I've never seen this guy, heard of him, but not too bad in his debut match against Sean Moore. He went for the title, but in the end, well, Moore, just the veteran he is, he picked up the win, kept his title, and the legal immigrant, I hope he goes back to Mexico and doesn't come back.
For all you know, he's got a green card, buddy.
He's in this country illegally. Send him back.
He probably has a green card. But I thought overall, actually, I thought a good opener for the night. Great. And yeah, you got Sean Moore winning with the Backcracker, retaining the championship, and I think he's had a good little run with the title here.
Oh yeah, I hope so, man. He deserves it. I mean, I know he won it at the last show, but he's had
a couple shows
ago. I know he's had some good matches. If he keeps doing it, he'll have a good reign. But let's see how long it goes.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Sean run for a while with the title. So from here, we get into the gauntlet match of the night. It's our second match of the night, and I'm going to preface this by saying we're not going to break down every single match in this gauntlet because it was 14. There's 15 man, so it was a 14-match gauntlet. So start off, your first men start off the night. Brendan Van Danielson versus the Slammer, and I thought fun way to start because everybody loves Slammer.
Yeah.
Best part about this match, the kid with the whiteboard. When Slammer yelled, "What time is it?" He wrote on his board 7:56, and I loved it. So winner BVD versus Low Blow, and then into a clothesline, and he moves on in the gauntlet match. Brian,
Yeah, it was not bad, but like always, BVD's got to cheat to win. Never the same with this guy.
yeah. All right. Second match of the gauntlet. It is BVD versus I apologize to this gentleman. We missed his name. I think I heard AJ Legit, but I'm not sure. Brian, did you hear his name?
No, I didn't. There was the crowd was loud, and you could hardly hear what Ivan was saying.
Yeah, the unknown wrestler as to us.
I just put some question mark, some new guy.
Yeah, some new guy. Again, it didn't last very long, only a couple minutes. BVD wins with the Tiger German, where he hooks the arms behind and does the suplex over. Yeah, BVD wins there. Fine match, I guess, really quick. We move on from there to the third match in the gauntlet. Kenny Stryker taking on BVD. So this is, I think, where this picked up again. It's Kenny Stryker, big fan favorite, and had a really good showing here against BVD.
Yeah, very good show. I like this match, and in the end, BVD thought he was going to get the win, but no.
Kenny with a small package out of nowhere.
Yeah, Kenny rolled them up, got the pinfall, and BVD got booted out of this gauntlet match.
Yeah, I guess every time when you cheat, it doesn't always pay off. From there, we move on to Kenny Stryker taking on Bobby Sharp, or the Dingleberry, Bobby Sharp, as the crowd was going after the Dingleberry chant because he had Michael Allen, Richard Clark at ringside with him, who did try to get involved, and Bobby paid for it too.
Big time.
And Kenny won with actually his finisher, where he gets him up at the tombstone and lifts him up and brings him down to the lung blower. I love that move.
Yeah, that's a deadly move, and when Kenny hits it, you're not getting out, and Kenny beat Bobby, and well, Bobby had to go back to the room crying with his buddy Mark.
Yeah. So from there, Kenny moves on for his third match of the evening.
And this was very interesting because this gauntlet match, you don't know who's coming out, but when his tag team partner came out, oh boy, this was very interesting.
Match number 5 of the gauntlet was Kenny Stryker versus Aiden Adams, and I literally yelled this out. This is going to be an above-average match.
Yeah, and these two had put on a great singles match for teaming for a while, and now having this singles match against each other was different, and the crowd loved both these guys, and well, in the end, Aiden, he shocked Kenny, beat Kenny.
Yeah, so he actually rolled him in a victory roll and got the win, man. It's I actually really enjoyed these two. Like, I know we're not going to see this again probably for a long while, but I really enjoyed these two because you got two guys and at the start of the match, they hugged.
Yeah, they did, and it was great.
They showed their sportsmanship, and they had a really good, strong match together, and I really enjoyed it. So we move on from there. The 6th match in the gauntlet, 7 match overall of the night, was Aiden versus Davey O'Doyle.
Yeah.
I just gotta say this: O'Doyle doesn't rule.
Exactly. He stole that from Adam Sandler. O'Doyle sucks. And it proved that Aiden beat him, and O'Doyle got booted out.
Running kick there, I think,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, he beat him, and, well, O'Doyle thought he was hot. No, he's gone.
Yeah, another stellar showing from Davey O'Doyle, I guess.
Not one of my favorites.
So from here, actually, the next band is Aiden Adams versus member of the Millennial Rebels, the Titan.
Yeah, and this was very interesting.
Yeah, it was Aiden Adams. As soon as he came in, he jumped on Titan and got him in a choke, and we thought he had him until he suplexed him off, and it was kind of all Titan from there, and it ended with a Titan choke slam, and 1, 2, 3, Titan eliminates the fan favorite Aiden Adams. Yeah. Now this is where I was
very interesting. The next few matches here.
So out comes Kenneth the Fury Anthony.
Yes.
And he gets in the ring and he takes the mic and he says to Titan, I brought you here to get me to the championship. Get out of the ring, go to the back. And essentially he's telling him to forfeit the match to him. And at first, it looks like Titan's not going to do it, but he gets out and he leaves. And
he walks back.
The ref called the 10 count, and so you win by forfeit / count out, I guess.
Titan, he advanced, but
Fury advances on.
But this is where it gets very, very interesting, because his tag team partner, or
his other partner
in the Millennium Rebels, Colton Kelly, and this here was very interesting because they both wanted each other to lay down, but none of them would. And well, in the end, they both did battle, and well, Colton beat Fury, and Fury was a little bit pissed off at Colton.
Yeah, so you had these two at the start of the match. Fury's like yelling at Colton, actually first Colton was saying get down, telling Fury to get on the mat. So Fury goes to get down, and he's like, no, when he gets up, and then he's telling Colton. Colton's like, no, he's not going to go down either, and I really enjoyed these two in the ring, and I gotta say this, Colton's senton looks brutal. Like just looks like it hurts so much.
Yeah, he did a fantastic move at it. Well, in the end, though, he pinned
submission.
He got the submission on him, and
calf slicer.
And Fury, well, he went back to the locker room, and Colton advanced.
Yeah, so from there, you get Colton Kelly taking on another debuting superstar coming out for the first time, a Lance Storm graduate in Ben Grayson.
Yeah, the first time seeing him, and
I was impressed by him. Like, I thought he showed some real good in-ring ability tonight.
Very good. And to think of it, he beat Colton Kelly in his debut match here at PWA
with a really impressive powerbomb.
Yeah, and I mean that was shocking because Colton's a veteran. He's been around for a while, and you had this new guy, which none of us have ever seen or heard of. And well, he came in here and he pulled an upset on one of the big veterans here tonight, and great for him.
Yeah, I thought overall really good, and Ben Grayson impressed me. I'm looking forward to seeing him in the future here, and I hope he sticks around.
I do too. It was nice to see a new talent come to the territory. Glad to see him.
The second one of the night, or third of the night, actually.
Because we had three.
Three so far.
Yeah.
So Ben Grayson moves on, and he's going to take on Michael Allen Richard Clark, and this ended pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Ben got a couple moves on Michael on Mark.
But before that, the refs had to send Bobby to the back because Bobby tried to interfere. He grabbed the leg a couple of times. The ref called him and said, "Get out of here."
Yeah, but this match only lasted a few minutes.
Yeah, but it didn't really pay off because...
And then Mark, out of nowhere, hits that bus cutter.
Yeah,
and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Got the pin, yeah. So basically it didn't really do any good.
Yeah, but I still got to say, impressive showing for Ben Grayson, especially to pick up a win on Colton Kelly.
Yes.
And actually hold his own for at least a few minutes with Michael Allen Richard Clark, who is a hell of a competitor.
Yes.
So from there, Michael Allen Richard Clark moves on to essentially what began my favorite part of this match, was MRB versus Michael Allen, MRB versus MARC. And this match, actually, these guys had one of the longer matches in this gauntlet, I thought.
Yeah, they did, and these two actually put on a great matches back and forth. I mean,
do you see the Claudioplex where he's standing on the second rope and lifts MRB from the apron into the ring and suplexes? I love it. Well, as most people know, it's the Sauroplex, but I will always call it the Claudioplex. He used to do it on the Indies. Man, beautiful move.
Yes, and like I said, these two guys are both villains basically by the fans.
But this crowd solidly got behind MRB.
Yeah, a lot of them did, but not me. I could care less for both of these guys, in my own opinion.
But in general, this crowd was behind MRB.
For this one, yes, they were all behind MRB, and
except Brian, because he's a buzzkill.
Yeah, but in the end, no, MRB beat Mark, and MRB went on to
kneecap brainbuster to win it.
Yeah, did the brainbuster, and then now he went on to fight Mo Jabari.
Yeah, and which was a small competitive match, but only went a few minutes.
Yeah.
Again, but not unexpected in a gauntlet match. You're not going to be pushing 20-minute matches for each match because that would kill competitors, especially guys who do end up lasting a lot longer. in the end, MRB beats Mojibari with the kneecap brainbuster.
Yeah, that was a great move. Mo put on a good fight, but I mean, I think Mo's got to put on a little bit more weight. I mean, he's not the biggest guy. He's around 100-some pounds or something.
Well, you got to look at his MRB at like 195 makes Mojibari, and he's only at 195 makes Mojibari look small.
Yeah, true,
like,
but
he makes Mojibari look small.
Yeah, but you know, I like Mo. I don't know. Mo puts on good fight, but in the end, no. MRB got the win, but then we came to the final match, and this
is where
it gets interesting.
This was, I say, best match of the gauntlet,
yes.
Longest match of the gauntlet, but worth it being the best and longest match of the gauntlet.
Yeah, because MRB was taking on Gabriel,
the man who he's been went through a war with these last those few months before the Night of Champs. Like, he was going to war with Gabriel. Yeah. And man, Gabriel got his revenge on MRB tonight.
Yeah, but when Gabriel was coming out, the lights were out. Who comes up from behind him and whacks him with the chair? BVD.
Danielson.
The only way they know how to do it is they have to cheat to win. But
as Eddie Guerrero said, cheat to win, baby, and everybody loved him.
But in the end, it didn't pay out for MR because he got beat by Gabriel.
But you got to admit, it was a hell of a match. Because they went at least a good 10 plus minutes.
Oh, God, yeah. It was really good. I enjoyed these two going at it. These two, like I said, they had a great feud last year. And like BVD, Sheik, and whoever else Gabriel had for partners, they went
Jeff
to war. Jeff Tyler, and
Christopher Daniels.
I mean, these guys all went to war a few times last year or this year, whatever.
Yeah, it was
great.
I thought wonderful, and like he said, Gabriel won with the Falcon Arrow to move on to the main event later tonight to take on Sheik Akbar Shabaz, who was at ringside for this, and he's in his new nickname. Two belt Sheik because he's a PWA champion and a HIW provincial provincial champion. That was Wildside champion. He's the main champion in the Wildside promotion.
Well, I didn't. I know I heard
something
HIW,
like
but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he's the HIW Wildside champion. I could be corrected on this.
HIW provincial champion is what I seen on the belt, but I don't know if
could be. Yeah, he's the main champion in Wildside. That's all I know. It's actually a belt that Cat Von Hees held at one point.
Yeah.
And
first for him ever to do that.
I guess got to make a mention. This gauntlet started around 7:50, maybe a minute or two after. This gauntlet ended at 7:50 p.m. It ended at 9:20.
Yeah.
And then they finally we sat from essentially 7:30 when this show started, or 7:35. They weren't that late starting till all the way till 9:20 before most of these fans got up. Yeah, that's almost 2 hours just sitting before intermission.
Yeah, then we went to intermission. But like I said, though, it was a great idea, but 15 guys is way too much. In my opinion, it should have been either around 8 or 10 at the most.
One thing I forgot to mention on the first match, that you just walked by us, was Richie Rage is back in the ring as a referee.
That's right. I forgot to say that. Yes.
And this plays in the next match because he actually was a referee for the following match.
Oh, and I got to say one thing, though, too. During one of the gauntlet matches with Michael Richard Clark and MRB, yes, they got tossed out of the ring, and Mark came down by where me and Andre were sitting, and, well, Mark kind of nailed me in the ding-dong.
I'm so happy.
No, it's not. Don't be happy. I hate that. I am always getting booted in the ding-dong.
I love being at shows when Brian gets hurt because I've witnessed him be hit by ladders, by people, by chairs. I've witnessed him being hit by a guardrail, almost making him a woman. Oh my God!
I don't know what it is, but people like to kill me at wrestling.
Everything just wants to hit Brian.
I think I better move back.
This is actually the second hitting a person spot of the night because earlier on that gauntlet, there was a dive on the other side, and it clipped Kyoto, and then it clipped a fan in the crowd.
Yeah, I mean these guys I love the dives in that, but they gotta kind of watch because the fans are right there.
It's the suicide type dive when they go shooting through the ropes.
Yeah,
it's hard for the guy on the bottom to stop the momentum.
Yeah, it's.
I prefer if you're especially in a place like in WWE, it's a little different. You got a bigger, wider ring area.
Yeah, and same with Ring of Honor. And this way, when you got a little rope and that, in my opinion, though, they should have maybe get a steel barricade or something, put it up, so that way though, if they do come crashing, they're hitting the gate.
But then it's gonna pop up and hit you in the leg again.
No, well, if they get good ones like CWC has, they won't do that.
Yeah, but I find when you see the guys go and do those leap over the top rope dives, they're a little safer, but less but we still appreciate it all. Trust me.
Of course,
it's just there's a couple spots, and then they knocked over some people's drinks on another dive.
You know, I don't really care. I've been, like I said, been 17 years for this promotion. They want to hit me. Who cares?
You've taken your bumps and bruises for wrestling.
I'm a lifer, so who cares?
Yeah. So from there, when we come back from intermission, we actually got Richie Ray's refereeing his second match of the night, and it is a women's match.
Yeah.
But before the match started, out comes Kat Von Hees, flanked by her cronies, Bobby Sharp and Michael Allen Rich Clark.
Yes.
And they get in the ring, they start doing their whole spiel. You know, they do Bobby's introduction, they do Mark's introduction, and then they do actually an intro for Kat, which I really liked that they did that.
Yeah.
But then Bobby had some words for Kat, and taking a shot at. Sorry about that. We just got we're talking to some. We're flanked by all the fans here. You know, they all love us.
Of course.
So as we said, Kat Von Hees, and then it was in the ring with her cronies, and Bobby Sharp starts to speak about there was supposed to be a tag team title match tonight.
Yeah.
But Team Hall of Fame decided they didn't show up tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
The Dingleberries were told that it was car trouble.
Yeah, but
I really don't believe that, but because I agree with Michael Allen and Bobby Sharp. They couldn't get out of bed because they're too old.
No, that's not the case. I don't think they didn't want to fight these two young bucks.
Because they're too old.
No, these young bucks think they're hot. They're gonna make them wait till the right time to defend them.
So Bobby and Mark actually make a challenge for not next month at Fall Fever, but in October, Fright Night, they make a challenge for the face tag team champions one more time, and I'm pretty sure we're going to end up seeing that Fright Night, and I'm looking forward to that match.
Yeah, me too. And then I would said that stay tuned to all your social media networks because it's going to be huge announcements for our Fright Night show coming up.
I thought it was Night of Champions for next year, you said.
Well, I think you kind of screwed up. But I don't know.
Maybe meant to say Christmas Slam because that's what the big show of the fall every year.
Who knows? All we know is I've been screwed up.
There's big announcements coming. Let's say that. So we go on to the match. It's Kat Von Hees taking on the fourth debut of the night of Zoe Sager. Right? Sager? Yeah. Yeah, Sager. And I thought Sager looked really good I found this out. She's just out of the Storm Wrestling Academy. Yeah. She looked really good tonight.
Yeah, I was very impressed with her. I mean, she's not a big girl. She's really skinny.
She looks so tiny compared to Kat.
She looks almost like a wow.
I was sitting next to our buddy Jamie, and he said it almost looks like Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. Almost.
I was going to say about that.
It was like Kat isn't quite Nia Jax, but man, Zoe Sager is like Alexa Bliss small.
Yeah, and I was very impressed with Zoe, but
it's Kat's Kat, man. She's so dominant.
Kat's got the power, and she was just too powerful, and in the end she hit her with the implant
buster.
To buster and got the
Angel's wings, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, she got the huge win over Zoe. But you know what?
I thought Zoe looked great.
Me too. I want to see more of Zoe. I love her. I like watching her. Sorry, but she wasn't.
Yeah, I want to see her come back. All right, so we move on to the main event of the evening, and that is Sheik Akbar Shabaz defending the PWA Championship against the gauntlet winner, Gabriel. And I thought this was a great way to cap off a night. And I was very much looking forward to it. Yes, this is a match we saw for, a good year and change?
Yes.
But for me, there was enough break between these two that I thought Gabriel has really upped his game over the last year that I was so looking forward to this. And this was a great match.
Oh, this was really good. These guys went back and forth. Sheik did everything he could to keep Gabriel down, and well, it didn't. It pretty much did not work until the end.
And this match was very good, and it was actually surprised. Sheik has a surprising move in here where they were going back and forth. Sheik had Gabriel up on his shoulders, and they did he spun, and Gabriel's feet hit the ref, and he hit his move on Gabriel, and then he went to the outside and grabbed the PWA Championship, came in, was getting ready and lined up to hit Gabriel, but he had a change of heart, which is very surprising for Sheik.
Yeah, I thought for sure, he had the ref down, he had a great chance to take advantage, hit him in the head, and maybe get the win, but I don't know, something came over Sheik and thought better of it and decided, no, I'm going to do it the right way and do it clean and get a win. And well, he did.
Okay, but
somewhat.
He put the belt down, came around to hit his move, and then Gabriel got the advantage and beat on him for a while. But Sheik, in the end, ended up hitting that burning hammer and then hit the Arabian Edge, or as I like to call it, the camel toss.
Yeah,
and won the match. So Brian, match alone, we'll get to what happened after. Match alone for the main event. How did you enjoy that?
Oh, I loved it. These two, like you said, these two have battled for the last year or more, back and forth. And at one point, Sheik put Gabriel in a box and sent them away. We never seen him for 3 or 4 months, and then he came back. And these two do not like each other. And this is a great feud between the two. I loved it. And
on top of already having this feud happen, I'm looking forward to another segment of this feud. And I don't think it ends. It's not ending here.
No, it's not over by these two. But what the ending, though, afterwards.
So the other thing could change things, because the Western Lions in Calgary a couple weeks ago, they got into the ring and they raised Sheik's hand, and that was how the show ended, with them raising Sheik's hand. So tonight, they come into the ring, they do the same thing, and then they separate, and they're clapping for Sheik. Then BVD out of nowhere just clocks Sheik, and MRB starts kicking on him. They're beating down on Sheik, and then they put him on. They sit him on a chair, and BVD's holding him in the chair. And MRB grabs the mic and saying they're mad that essentially they took his title. He took their title from him. He essentially took the title and claimed it's now the Sheik Shabaz era, and they're not happy because through the Western Lions, and I agree with them. This is the Western Lions show.
No, it's not. Sheik did won the belt fair and square. He had the briefcase, and like the contract says, anytime, any place, anywhere, you can cash it in. He took advantage. He beat Jay Lethal in June. He won the match fair and square. There's nothing they could do. What are they going to do?
So the Lions aren't happy, and so they say, you're going to hold this title as long as we let you, and that time is up. And MRB super kicks Sheik while he's in the chair. Look, brutal. He was knocked out.
Yeah.
And then, so there, everything goes up posing, and then Ivan comes on the mic because Kurt Sorokin had come out during this, and Kurt Sorokin told Ivan a little something for Fall Fever next month. So next month at Fall Fever, it'll be MRB versus the Sheik for the PWA Championship. And the co-main event of the evening is going to be Gabriel versus Brandon Van Danielson.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to those two matches next month.
Oh, I'm pumped.
Me too. It's going to be a great match. Those two are going to be great, and who knows else what Kurt's got in store. Tonight, it was a great show tonight. The crowd here was fantastic. It was unbelievable what the crowd turnout was. It was a great show. One long match, but other than that, basically we had 4 matches total, with one being all this gauntlet shit.
But in reality, 17, yeah. But
you know what, though? It was a great show, except for, like I said, the second match should have been a little shorter. An hour and a half, too long for people to sit.
One overall match.
A match, yeah. It was way too long.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the highlights of the night. Brian, I'm going to give you 2. Give me your first one.
Well, my first one is opening match of the show with Sean Moore defending his title against the masked Mexican illegal immigrant, which overall was a great way to start the show. They got the crowd into it for the night, and it was a great way and I carried all the way through to the end of the night. And to me, that was a great way to start it. You got the crowd into it. Can't go complain.
My first highlight tonight is MRV versus MARC. I thought these two killed it in the ring, and there's so much fun between these two. And it was just like in seeing MRV versus going from face in this match and throughout the night getting progressively more and more to being a bad guy was great.
Yeah.
And Brian, what's your second highlight of the night?
Well, my second highlight is actually it's from the gauntlet. It's Colton and Kenneth Anthony going at it. Two members of Millennial Rebels. You didn't really think, this gauntlet match. You don't know who's coming out. Who are you going to face? And in the end, like I said, luck of the draw. These two have to meet each other. I thought, these two put on a great match for two bad guys, But the crowd was really behind Colton Kelly in this one, which was pretty shocking considering he's a bad guy, but everybody loves Colton, I guess.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one too. And my second highlight tonight is the post main event angle with the Alliance turning on Sheik. I loved it. The Alliance showing their dominance. I love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to next month. And my bonus star of the night goes to MRB versus Gabriel in the final gauntlet match, because MRB had just gone through a couple grueling matches, and facing Gabriel, they killed it for a good 10-15 minutes there.
Yeah.
Superstar. That's my bonus star of the night. Brian, thank you very much for joining me.
Always.
If fans want to get in touch with you, where can they find you?
On Twitter at The Wrestling Mind.
It'll be in the show notes. And you can find me on Twitter at That Canada Guy, on Instagram at That Canada Dude. Please check us out. And I want to give a shout out to our good friend Spencer Love, who couldn't make the show tonight. Because he got into an accident and was stuck dealing with this stuff all night throughout this thing. He just messaged me a few minutes ago and said he's still at the police station dealing with paperwork and everything. Man, I wish you good, Spencer. And ladies and gentlemen, check out Win Column Sports. Spencer and all the boys over there do a great job. And also, don't forget to check out the other edition of Quick Calls that is out right now.
Because our other partner in crime is in Red Deer.
Featuring our good buddy Mike the Ref, who is covering CWC Darkside from Red Deer, Alberta, which is supposed to be a killer show.
Yeah, I've been to the last couple CWC shows here, and they're fantastic. And I don't, I'm a wrestling fan. I'll go to wherever I can find wrestling locally, or even if I have to drive an hour and a half, I'll go see it in Red Deer, because wrestling is wrestling, and when you can find great wrestling, go enjoy it. $20 for 4 hours of entertainment. It's better than being at a bar or whatever, getting pissed drunk. Come here, get your frustrations out on the wrestlers, and enjoy yourself.
Look at tonight, $20 for 17 matches.
Yeah, and you can't go wrong. And the building was packed tonight on a summer night. It was great.
And don't forget, our next edition of Quick Calls will be coming out after the September 1st show at the MPW show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to feature Chris Parrish versus Sean Martins.
Martins, yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a war. It's going to be brutal. You're not going to want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am Andre C. Thank you very much, Brian. This has been Quick Calls from the Northgate Lions Senior Rec Center at PWA Retribution. Ladies and gentlemen, support indie wrestling wherever you are.